Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is a couple of days after Christmas and I still have my Christmas tree up. Yep. But I just wanted to bring you guys a video that I've had on my mind lately. So lately I've been thinking about my Holy Grail websites that I use when I book for traveling. This is when I book accommodations and flights. I'm just going to talk about my top 3 Holy Grail websites that I go to first before I check anywhere else. Okay, so number 1, booking.com. Yes, we've seen the commercials. We know booking.com, booking.yeah, but the reason why I love booking.com is because they have this very awesome feature. Other websites kind of have it too, but they just make it really clear when you are booking your hotels or flights or whatever the heck they are. When I go there to book my hotels. And the reason I book my hotels at booking.com is because they allow you, for a good majority of the accommodations they have on this site, to book ahead without paying. So you get to reserve the hotel at whatever price is current. It's usually a little bit more to reserve it without paying, maybe like $10 a night more, between $4 to $10 a night more. But they allow you to do that, and then you can go ahead and lock in a really great price. So let's just say, I'm thinking about going to Mexico maybe 8 months before I'm actually going to go. I have no idea when what plane ticket prices are looking like, but I'm just looking at hotel price trends, and I see this weekend, 6 months from now, there's this hotel, it's a 5-star hotel, it's really great, it's a resort or whatever, and it's this price. Wow, this is such a great deal. I'm gonna go ahead and reserve it. And the second part that I really like about their booking for free or reserving for free is that you can cancel for free for a lot of these places up to either a week or a day before your accommodation, which is really awesome. The reason why I love this is because I am an indecisive person. Sometimes I feel like being frugal, sometimes I feel like being bougie, and in my times of planning in between the point that I book my hotel and the day of the trip, like, I will change my mind. I will go back to booking.com. I will look at more hotels. I'll see if there are deals. Booking always has deals on holidays. A lot of the times on Fridays they will have certain specials, and I just want to see what's out there. I want to know who has a deal and if I can beat the awesome hotel that I booked in the first place. A lot of the times I end up keeping the hotel I booked in the first place because my first hotel that I book is always like the most extravagant of my choices. And so if I'm feeling like closer to the trip, I still want to be extravagant, I go ahead and I will go ahead and keep that accommodation. But sometimes I change my mind. When I was booking my trip to Italy, I think like the week before I left, I changed my mind. I was like, just kidding, I actually want to stay in a cheaper hotel. And I did change my mind for a couple of hotels, which helped me because there were still deals like the week before the trip, and I found something that was cheaper, that's equivalent quality, equivalent in distance, and etc. So booking.com is one of my Holy Grail websites that I use for that reason, for the fact that you can reserve your accommodation without paying for most of the accommodations they have listed, and you can cancel up to either a week or a few days before the trip with no charge. Sometimes you will find that you need to read the smaller print or just read your accommodation before you accept it, because even though you can reserve for free and maybe you can cancel for free, some hotels will hold like anywhere from $20 to $150 on your account, and they'll do it like immediately once you make the reservation. So that does not wait until you get to the hotel. So just be looking at the finer print and make sure. Like, some of them will say like the hotel's not going to hold anything, and some of them will say this hotel holds the right to hold money on your account. So just be sure that you're paying attention to that when you are doing your booking. second website is the website suggested to me by a friend who also does a lot of traveling. Momondo. Momondo. Momondo.com. It is very similar to Skyscanner, but I just really like the format of this website. When you go onto Momondo.com, you can put in your dates or you can put in no dates. So you could say, I want to go to Puerto Rico in the month of January. Or you can say, I want to go anywhere in the month of January. And it'll list all of the places, like lowest to highest rates for traveling in the month of January. So it'll start with maybe Chicago, like, and goes all the way to, I don't know, Barcelona or whatever. As the price goes up, it tells you more places that are more expensive. So you can get a good idea of what is going to be, where's going to be a cheaper place to fly to that time of year. So I love that website. Definitely check it out for that feature. The second feature I love Momondo for is the fact that when you go to Momondo.com and you do put in your specific dates, it's going to give you a little, looks like a graph chart that you would look at like when you were in middle school or elementary school. I don't know. I had really bad schooling, so don't listen to me. You might have learned about graphing charts in elementary school. I don't remember. But anyway, so let's just say you booked September the 10th through September the 15th. It'll give you the dates from, I believe, like a few days before the trip to a few days after the trip. So in the little bar chart, how it works is on your day, it's like at a level. On the day before it, the level is higher or lower. And what that is telling you is that the price is higher or lower if you leave the day before that, or if you come back the day after that. And if you hover over the bars, it'll give you kind of like what the price is for each way. So if you leave January, I think we were talking about September, see, look at me. If you leave September the 10th, the day before you see that you hover over that bar, it'll maybe say that if you leave on September the 9th, your flight will be about $600 that way, as opposed to $700 that way, just for an example. So it's really nice to give you an idea. If I move my dates around a little bit, this is the price that I'm looking at. Like, I can save money by moving my dates back. I can save money for moving my dates forward. So I would definitely check out that website for that feature alone, because it helps a lot about pricing and trying to determine what time of year you want to travel. And I get a lot of like flight pricing trends from that website, so I would definitely go and check that out. Momondo.com. And last thing that I love about Momondo.com is it'll list, when you do your search, it'll tell you like the first option will be the lowest price. So let's just say trip to Paris, $680 round trip, right? So you're looking at $680 round trip, and it will, and you push the little drop down and it'll show you the different websites that this price has, that this price is at. So you're not buying the tickets directly through Momondo.com, it's connecting you to websites that are giving you those prices, because those websites have those discounts. So if you don't trust a particular website, you are able to determine whether that's what you want or that's not what you want. Ooh, it's getting light outside. Ooh, okay, hold on. Messing up my lighting. I see you, son. Let's see if I can maneuver. Anyway, so check out Momondo.com. Find some really cool flight websites from that website. So I love Momondo. That's gonna be the first place I look for flights, period. And then I'll go on to look at my other sites. So Kiwi.com is my third Holy Grail website. My first experience using it was this year in September when I flew to Italy. The reason why this has made my Holy Grail list, even though I've only known this place for just a little bit of time, is the fact that they saved my butt oh, when I was coming home from Italy. So mini story time. I booked my flight through Kiwi.com. Kiwi broke down that I was doing 3 separate flights. So I was flying from Detroit to Iceland, Iceland to London, and then London to Milan, right? I noticed my first, like on my first round through, okay, it gave me some time in between the flights to get from place 1 to place 2. But London, I think it's London Stansted, has the worst, the worst customs line in existence. And I will tell you, get that skip the line darn thingy, and also note that there's skip the customs line thing. You can book it. It costs a couple of dollars, but it is totally worth it. And you have to book it at least 2 hours prior to your time getting in line. So just know that. Do it the day before. Do it the day before you get on the flight. Just get it done if you are flying through London Stansted, because it will save you the aggravation, I promise you. But that was just a detour. Anyway, talking about Kiwi.com. So on my way back, guess where I was flying through again? London Stansted. So I flew from Milan to London. I get to London, get off the plane, have 2 hours to get to my next flight. Cool, fine, whatever. It's a little bit of time, but like, you know, if I can just get through there, it's not a long time to wait. And I prefer it that way, whatever. So I go through, I get to the customs line. I promise you that the customs line, like, not kidding at all, was not moving. I got in the line, I think I was like, you know how it does the little zigzag thing? I was like the 7th layer back, and I was still the 7th layer back 45 minutes later. And that's when I started to freak out. And that's when I found out that I could have bought the skip the line. But you live and you learn. Anyway, so at this point I'm like, man, I'm about to miss this flight because I have not moved it. I'm still the 7th layer back and it's 45. Like, I have an hour and 15 minutes. Okay, I get to the 2nd layer of the line. My flight has already taken off. I am pissed. I've missed my flight. I'm in London. I'm trying to go home. I'm tired. I'm broke. Like, I've been in Italy for how long, and I'm just exhausted, and I really want to go home at this point, and now I can't go home. And I'm just like, crap, how am I going to stay in London for another day? How am I going to buy another flight from London to Detroit? Like, what the heck? So Kiwi.com offers something called the Kiwi Guarantee. What that is a sort of insurance policy that if anything goes wrong, like delays and etc., that is not the fault of yourself. You can go ahead and you can get reimbursed by them replacing, either they will pay you back or they will find you another flight. So as I'm stuck in London and I'm calling Kiwi, my phone battery is on like 7%. And I'm just like on the phone with them like, look y'all, my phone is going to die, so whatever you guys need to do, do it. I don't care. You could put me in the middle of nowhere. Like, I do not care. Just book it. These people like are heaven sent, the people who work for Kiwi. Not only did they get me a flight for the next day at 5 a.m. in the morning, which was really great because that meant I got home in a timely manner. They also booked a hotel for me and reimbursed me for food and my taxi to and from the hotel to get back to the airport. I am so grateful. So grateful. And all of this was free. So like, I'm on the phone with them. They're like, okay, do you agree? Yes, I agree. Do whatever to get this done. And then, so they're like, I'm going to send you an email letting you know your flight accommodations, where we're finished booking it, and also where you're going to be going for your hotel. It could take up to half an hour. I'm like, I can't even go anywhere, so take however long you want. Within 15 minutes, I got the email for the flight. And then 5 minutes later, I got the email for the hotel. Within 30 minutes, I was in a taxi on my way to my hotel for the evening. And I was stress-free. Like, I was so forever grateful, and I will now, they are now part of my Holy Grail travel accommodations website. I will definitely book with them at any chance that I can get, because just having that assurance, like, you can purchase travel insurance, but like, their Kiwi guarantee does not cost anything additional. So just having that assurance that if something goes wrong, that's not your fault, that they got your back, and they got your back for real, and they're not like going to make you wait several days and go through the hoops. They're gonna get you home. It's just like the greatest thing ever. So I would highly recommend that you guys try Kiwi.com when you are looking for flights. Also, similar to Momondo, they have a really cool way of showing you like prices for flights. Instead of giving you a listing, you can say Detroit to anywhere at this time of year, these dates, and it'll show you like a little map, and it'll show you like the map of the US and me in Detroit, and then it'll show all the other continents, obviously, and it'll like show the price, and like you can like click on each one to see what the price is from you to go to Detroit to that particular place. It'll also give you some more information about what prices are looking at like for different times of the year. So definitely check out Kiwi.com. So those are my 3 Holy Grail websites that I will always check first when I am finding accommodations for a trip that I'm traveling on. So that was, just to list off again, Booking.com, Momondo.com, and Kiwi.com. But those are my 3 Holy Grail travel websites. Please leave in the comments below, what are your Holy Grail travel websites, or just websites you've used in the past when you travel that have looked out, that have been pretty much the plug. Just let me know. So thank you again for watching this video. I hope you guys are having a great holiday. I hope you have an awesome new year, and I'll see you guys soon.